Hello, welcome in everybody. Welcome into ENTV today. We are here for the Catapult Games and we are the Women's Wellness Network. And we are, wherever Yaz is on this screen, we are the Wildflowers. And we are here to represent our team at the Women's Wellness Network. And it has been so fun. It's been such an amazing, incredible experience getting to know the Wildflowers themselves and coming up with some new ideas and practices and actually putting them out there. And it's been so fun and well received. And we really appreciate that. So if you're here watching, go ahead and play along because, it might bring up something for you. And if you have answers, when we have questions, if you want to put them in the comments too, that's always fun because we will be going back and checking them and just, seeing who's participating, what is on your mind, what kind of reactions you're having. So if you are watching this, please know that we are getting points for our Catapult Games by the amount of reactions that we get. So thumbs up or hearts, comments, and registration. And there's still time to register. So we are hopeful, big hopeful, that we will be here tomorrow. And yeah, come out and play with us because it's been a really fun time. So welcome in everybody and welcome here. Yaz, as you start coughing, I'm so sorry. Oh, see, she's such a trooper. What a woman. And if you missed earlier today, see, she has dandelions on her shirt. And we had a little session about what kind of flower we might be or feel akin to. And Yaz and I both picked dandelion, which I thought was so interesting. And she turns around and says, "Look I'm wearing a dandelion shirt." Now that is Gus. That is the universe coming through and saying, you're in the right place, you're doing the right thing. And yeah, be well, right? Okay, yes. How are you doing today?
Apart from the cough. Great. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Good, good. Yes, dang coughs, right? I guess that's this is why we need to have summer so we can get warmed up and dried out and not have these wintertime ailments. And moving through spring into summer makes the flowers grow, but it also helps us feel better and feel warm and increases our vitamin D, of course, but all the feel good things. And we get to be outside more, which is, of course, like one of the best things, all the sensory things that are out there. And as nature is speaking to us. And yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit more about nature today. But first, of course, we have to bring our eternal flame from the inside to our outside and set an intention for our games here that whatever is said here, may somebody utilize that. Whatever we come up with needs to be said, needs to be heard by somebody somewhere at some time. And the same with anything that you hear for yourself, anything that you resonate with, maybe that's something to look into. So please play along with us because I think it would be very fun, even though we're not really looking at the chat. I don't know how to do that yet since Zoom and Facebook, kind of parted ways. And we're still kind of getting that worked out, or different little bugs, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so are you ready to begin, Yaz? Woohoo, okay. Let's go. I better put my glasses on. I know that right away. Don't start without putting them on because I want to see. So, set my timer so we don't go over. We have lots of time, especially when there's only two of us, which is kind of fun, a little more intimate. So again, we're going to pull our cards from the Higher Samskara Positivity cards. So lots of good things in here. This morning we got gratitude. So we'll see what we get this afternoon. Well, it's this afternoon here, but for Yaz, it's bedtime. Time's ticking on. See, she's such a trooper, right? She's got a cough. She still comes out even though it's bedtime. What a girl. Thanks, Yaz. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, let's cut this deck and see what we get. Oh, right there. All right. It's gratitude again. Oh,
Wow.
right?
Wow.
Wow. That is wow. Oh my goodness. Well, that just that reinforces it. That says, you know, I believe it's the energies from myself that, you know, make it split in a certain place and all that kind of stuff, magnetism and energy flowing and all those things. So that we have the same card is incredible. Yaz, what do you think about that?
I thought it was going to be a dandelion. I just had this picture of a dandelion because today it's been on about all day was like a theme of dandelion. But but then when it was gratitude, I thought, wow, that's just the same theme as well. Then.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. Amazing. Oh, I love this. Okay. Well, here we go with gratitude in our hearts. And, everything happens for a reason. And I'm going to try and really resonate with that feeling of gratitude as we go through these little exercises that we're going to do. Because it's important for ourselves also to like feel that. And, it's easy to say, it's easy to think, but to actually feel it is the part that counts, I think, in the end. So much gratitude for all of you watching, for all of you who will watch in the future, for all of the wildflowers who've come before, for all of my women's wellness. They're not mine. That is incorrect. For all of us at the Women's Wellness Network and our wildflowers, I'm very grateful for all of you. So thank you very much for being a part of us. Okay, there's our gratitude. Carry it forward. Carry it forward. Okay, Yaz, let's see. Our first question is, if self-care were a magical potion brewing in a cauldron, what enchanting ingredients would you mix together to create the ultimate elixir of well-being? So it says, share your whimsical recipe for a self-care potion that leaves you feeling as radiant as a sunflower and as carefree as a butterfly. So I guess we're looking here, the things that we would take and mix up together and makes us feel really great. So you got that one? Okay.
I think we should have a couple of dandelions there. Some of Roxanne's honey, Yeah. What can we have from Laurie?
Lori, let me see. Well, she's sweet too, but what does she have? She has the elephant. Elephant luck. Oh, the trunk up, right? Maybe some luck from Lori.
And there's some peace, some tranquility, obviously the gratitude and appreciation. We have to put some of that in there. Water, because we love water because we're part water, so we'll put that, and we'll thank the water as we put it in, and then it'll be gratitude. Yeah, what else can we have? What were the flowers you were saying earlier?
What Gerbera daisies. So they're like very much like this one right here. Oh, that's echinacea. Sorry, this one. Much like this. They're really tall and they have like skinny petals like a daisy. And yeah, I'm not sure of their properties, but they're really pretty and they have beautiful colors. So maybe that, like the colors of the thing, I don't know.
Would it be terrible to put a feather in there because wasn't that the feather of gratitude?
It is. And yes, and you were a raven.
Yeah, we'll put a couple of feathers in there. Where else can we put in there? I think a bit of ocean. A bit of ocean. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of moon, maybe. A bit of some drops. Yeah. Some sand, some Barbados sand.
Oh, Barbados sand.
Yeah, not regular sand. It has to be some coconut water.
Oh.
That'd be nice as well. Yeah. I don't know.
Sounds
reckon that's enough?
lovely. Yeah.
Do we need any more ingredients?
No, I think that's lovely. Let me see. Can I think of anything else that I would put in there? To feel well, some breaths of fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Some stillness. And what other things? Oh, some movement. So maybe like, you would do a little dance over top of it and infuse it with all those things, gratitude and love and joy, happiness, like all those things.
Mhm.
What else? As I'm looking outside just now, I just glanced over here and looked outside. There's a horse who's amongst the dandelions, uh, eating the grass, and a bumblebee hit the window. So I think they're here with us in spirit, right? Our other wildflowers. That's so wonderful. Oh my goodness, right? Yes, we love them. Okay. Well, I think that makes a nice well-being soup that we can share with others, right? Maybe
Mhm.
don't let it overboil. Don't overthink it. Not too much salt. Mm,
So
right?
we've
Yeah.
got a lot of honey in there from Roxanne now because we want it sweet,
Yeah.
not too sticky though.
Not too sticky. Good idea. Yeah, not too sticky. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now, are you ready for the next one?
Hmm.
Okay, so now let's embark on an enchanted journey through the skies on a magic carpet ride of mental well-being. If you were soaring through the clouds, weaving between rainbows and starlight, what playful adventures and mystical encounters would you experience on your quest for inner peace? So here we're going to go. We're going to the stars. We're going to the sky. We're going amongst the clouds, right in your realm. I think about you with your Aladdin's lamp, your genie lamp. And yeah, we're going on a quest for inner peace. So what do you think you would encounter along the way? What playful adventures and mystical encounters would you have as you're working your way, flying on your magic carpet to inner peace?
Well, space would turn into an ocean, and the ocean would take me, the waves would take me back to Barbados. They always go back there. But instead of being like the sun and like usual, it'd be part space because I'm in the sky. I'm not actually in Barbados. I've taken Barbados or the ocean, the universe ocean, which is not our ocean, it's just an imaginary one. So like it's good because like the ocean just carries you and then brings you back and then carries you, like breath.
Yeah, like
So it's
ebbing
got
and flowing.
yeah, it's got that rhythm, and I think that when we have that rhythm, like it's like peaceful and calm and beautiful, and we're still, and it's easy to meditate when we have our breath is at a certain rhythm. Yeah, and then once we finish there, we can go because I've got elephants everywhere in my mind now, so we can go and up the other side of the ocean where there's some elephants, and we can hang out with the elephants for a while. We don't ride them because it's not really nice. They don't really like being ridden. So we'll just hang out with them and we'll talk to them. And they have loads of stories because they're elephants and they never forget,
Right.
So, yeah. So they'll tell us their stories of old and their ancestors and their ancestors' ancestors and how they carved the mountains and the with their tusks and the hills and how the rivers were made. And once we finish there, we'll go back on the wave, and then we'll go to we'll just pass by to see how Scooby is in Cardiff. We'll bring him along with us as well. He's fine, and then we'll. Where should we go then? I think. How about my kids have always wanted to meet a koala you
Oh,
know? So we'll pick up the kids and we'll go see a koala in Australia because it's easy. You just go into the universe and one way and one back and then come back. And then you're in kind of Australia. It's not the regular Australia, but it just takes one wave to be there. And then there's koalas and there's kangaroos and wallabies and all kinds of and we couldn't go that far because we live in Cardiff. I had 6 kids, so like we only kind of traveled within 10 hours radius, so that was a bit too far, so they would love to see the wallabies and the kangaroos and the koalas and yeah I
oh,
think that
that's
would
so interesting. Yes, I love that. And then you find your inner peace because you've got your family with you, you've got your beloved pet Scooby with you, you've got your,
Stories.
yeah, and you can go wherever. I love
Yeah.
that. That's beautiful. Okay. So, well, for me, let me see. Hmm. Yes, my magic carpet would come over and pick me up, and we'd go off into somewhere where it was really dark so that I could see all the stars in the sky. I really miss that about, living near population, living where there's cities and things, and the sky gets dim, and you know, it's disappointing sometimes because I really want to wish upon a star. So my magic carpet would take me up high above all the city lights and all the pollution and all the noise, and it would be quiet, and the air would be fresh, and the waves of the wind would like carry us gently, and I would get to see everything. I would get to see you down there in Cardiff. As long as there's no clouds, I'd be waving. There's always clouds. I know. Well, I would be waving to you. That's one place I would like to go in my lifetime. I have ancestry that goes back there to Wales, so I would like to see that with my own eyes, not just on my magic carpet ride. Um, what kind of creatures? Oh, probably going to Cardiff if I'm coming to visit you. I would probably encounter dragons. I know those are mythical within Wales, and I think they would like ride beside me. They would fly beside me and direct me and show me the way to where Yaz is. And maybe Yaz, you would even come on with us and we would go for an adventure, and we'd go somewhere. I don't know. I have never been to Barbados, so maybe we would go there and you could show me the beautiful ocean and the sand. And because you always say about the sand, and that has to be, the Barbados sand. And I would love to see that with my own. I would love to put that between my toes, to be honest. Um, Let me see. What else? Yeah, I don't feel like there would be any there's no jet lag, there's no time anything. You just think it, and you arrive. So I would love to be that and see that, and that would be peaceful. I feel like we would have a nice adventure together, you and I. We would, see some things and imagine some things, and it would be amazing. So thank you, Yaz. Very fun. Oh my word. When I was having that question earlier, I thought, oh, the magic carpet ride. And yes, she has her lantern. And I think do you have it near you? Can you show us? I know you usually do. See, it's so cool. So not everybody has one. Everybody should have one, though. I think I'll get one for myself someday.
Technically, is my son's Kobe's, but he grew up and he left it here. So, I'm borrowing it.
Yeah, I understand that. I have a ceramic Buddha that belongs to my daughter, and she did the same thing. She left it. So I said, well, he'll just come along with me until she's ready for him. So it's nice to have, but it also makes me think of her. So I'm sure that makes you think of your son.
I think it's from Egypt.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Now
the
that's even more mystical and magical.
it's the thing. So we went to Egypt, and I don't know whether you can see,
Wow.
but
Yes, it's beautiful. It's enamel?
it's
The
metal.
red?
No, it's all metal.
Okay. It's beautiful. Beautiful. How very fun. See, we should all have a genie lantern, I think. At least to give us you know, the thoughts to expand our mind and to try and use our imagination more often, and realize that maybe sometimes those three wishes can come true. But at the same time, be careful what you wish for.
We got this and we rub it. We know in reality that a genie's not going to come in the room, we can rub this in our imagination, and the genie will come, and it'll be our own genie looking however our own genie looks like, and it'll grant us our three wishes, and however that looks like for us. So I think it's really cool to have. I mean, you can have it without the lantern, or the lamp. But yeah, I just think just to do that as an exercise, like you've been doing with us, it just stretches your imagination,
Yeah, it's
and
beautiful.
it just raises your vibration as well.
Totally, it does. Yes. Yeah. It's nice having something that's like, I have my little totem beads that I work with, and it's nice to have that there because it sparks your imagination, and every day you look at it, it might give you some other kind of inspiration rather than the same one that you think you're going to get every day. But there's always something new to be discovered, which is very fun. That's why imagination and meditating and these kind of setting goals and intentions, working with manifestation, it's all beautiful because it's all possible. And it's just what we put into it eventually might turn around and we get back out. So yes, careful what you wish for, but also, sometimes rejection of those things that we think that we desire or want or wish for is actually us being protected. So just because we don't get something doesn't mean, that we were bad or anything. It's just that it's not on our path. And, we need to flow through our path, not just scramble and grab and try and get there, because the path is calling, I think, in the end. Right?
I think you can always reach that gratitude though. I think there's always a way to reach it. Like even like we may not get what we want, like as well, how do we know? Because we're not there yet.
Right.
Like I don't know, like leaving it a little bit of space to like pull in, and as long as we keep that gratitude in our vibration, not never look to say, oh, I haven't got it. What like me, like I asked for this. I asked to come back from Barbados after 444 days, and I asked for this house because I wasn't living here when I come back. We moved, and then I asked for the kids to grow up and move out. Sorry. So when it's too quiet now, guys, I can't say, oh, I want my kids back. That doesn't work like that. When you ask and it's given, you have to be grateful.
Right. Right. Yes. Yes. Manifest with intention. And yes, you should be given something that's along those lines or within that realm, on that path. And yeah, we have the choice, I think, in the end, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Let's do one more. You want to do one more?
yeah, this is fun.
Okay, let's do one more. I think I have to turn the page over. So make sure I don't, let me move the candle. The eternal flame, let's move it over because it's a little bit too close to my paper. And that seems like
Okay.
a bad idea. Okay, so let's see.
It's determined for us to be wildfires, not
Right?
wildflowers.
Right? Yeah, we want to be wildflowers, not fires. No. Although we have a fire in our heart, that's completely different. Right? Okay, so here's our next one. Picture yourself as the star of a feel-good movie about friendship, about laughter, and about self-discovery. So you're the star in a movie that's about friendship, laughter, and self-discovery. It's uplifting. What quirky adventures would unfold as you and your fabulous friends embark on a road trip to wellness? So these things could be like, maybe there's singing, maybe there's dancing, but of course there's going to be laughing. There's can be some things that are not of this realm, of this particular reality. We can imagine things, we can bring whatever we want into it to make it, what we want to do with our friends, our sisterhood of our relations, I guess we want to say. So if you could picture yourself as a star in a feel-good movie that's full of quirky adventures with your fabulous friends, what do you think would happen if you went on a little road trip?
I think we'd have a lot of fun. The first one that comes to mind is Finding Dory.
Oh,
Yeah, because I was watching it with my daughter the other day. I have a story about that though, because we went to the cinema to watch it, and I said, "Oh, Dory's like you, like," because my daughter, she's autistic, not on a giant scale, but she on a smaller scale, and she thought I meant like in a mean way. I really didn't. I just meant that Dory went out on her own, and she made it, you know, like because my daughter went out of Wales to England and she got a degree and she's getting a master's now. So I meant all the positive things and how awesome she is. And she thought I meant like the negative things, like a story can be quite repetitive and quite slow and quite, you know, but I
Forgetful.
just, yeah, forgetful. You know, but that's definitely not what I meant. But I just think that yeah, you can have like qualities like that, but still be the most awesome being in the universe, you know?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like me and my daughter, we've been on adventures because when I go on holiday with her, it's nothing. She took me to Crete, and
Oh,
it's like everything's huge, and you're like an ant, like these big giant mountains and big giant trees, and everything's like I said, huge, and you feel like an ant, right? So there's me, you know, and we're there. And then the houses are like little houses, they're on levels, right? So you start off at the bottom where the sea is, and then there's the restaurant, and then there's where the tennis place, you know, where you play tennis, and then there's another restaurant, and then there's a pool, right, and above there there's the reception, and above there's like the first row of let's say apartments, and then above there I've run out of space now, but above there second, third, fourth, and we were right at the top, right? So
nice.
when like like you already mentioned, like Dory's forgetful, but I'm forgetful too. So we'll be at the poolside, which is like in the middle, and then there's this huge mountain, and we'd look at each other as if to say, "Yoga, yoga." But like the only way to the beach is to get up the mountain, you know. So
Oh,
like yeah, the wellness where the jacuzzi and the pool and everything was halfway up the mountain. So like where we were staying was like say quarter of the way up the mountain, and then again there was, you know, so by the time we did that a few times, I thought, okay, we'll go up, you know, we go for this adventure. Oh my gosh, these stairs went up forever. It was like walking to heaven, literally, you know. It was like truly an adventure, and we got to the other side. Luckily, we didn't come home that way because I don't think I would have, because it's really steep, you know. But I love doing it, and like you know, like adventures, they feel like you're never going to make it, and they feel like stressful, and they feel like. But looking back at the photographs, it's like I don't know. I would never ever think in a million years I could make it up that mountain, but I did, you know.
good for you. Good for you. That's amazing, right? And you got to do it with your daughter? Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
very special. That's yeah, that's very special. I hope I get a trip like that with my daughter soon. I miss her and yeah, that'd be really nice actually. So, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit of my of a story of mine too, even though it's more relative to real life than it is to making it an adventure in you know, non-reality. But having, you know, good close friends, girlfriends, and sitting and actually watching a feel-good movie and, you know, having a movie night together. And the next thing you know, we're laughing, we're being ridiculous, we're having fun, we're in our pajamas, we're, you know, we're not really paying attention to the movie. I can't even tell you what was on, I don't recall, but just that camaraderie that happens and you start laughing and next thing you know, popcorn's flying, we're throwing popcorn at each other. We're like just being childlike, I should say, not childish, but childlike. And that, you know, that fun feeling that you kind of just, you feel like you could just get up and dance around. Like you feel like you could stand on the furniture and jump up and down. And you know, that real joyful feeling. Yeah, that to me is, I love adventures that you get to go on with your loved ones, your friends, your companions that you know, really bring out that little bit of play and ridiculousness. Even I think in the end, it's okay to be ridiculous. It's okay to, you know, laugh till you almost wet your pants. It's just fun, right? And you know, everybody's snorting and laughing so hard and crying. The tears are running down your face, and your tummy's starting to hurt because you've been laughing for hours. Yeah, very fun and very yeah, very much gratitude for those kinds of times and those you know, adventures that you get to have together. And yeah, I hope for more of those. I really hope there's more in my future where, you know, you get to go someplace special and it's just, you know, that group of people that are connecting and really feeling, you know, like strong, I don't want to say bond, that's not even the right word. But everything is just right at that moment. Do you know what I mean? Like everything clicks together and every person has their place within that group. And I think that's, yeah, that's super amazing. I love that. It makes me feel warm, you know, to even have those memories of such a thing as you, I'm sure, with your daughter, right? It just makes you feel good on the inside, and that we can carry that with us, because that's the thing, right? The feeling that it gives us, and to have those memories is super precious. Amazing. Wonderful. Okay. Okay, Yaz. I think that's the end of our questions, since it's only you and I. Of course, it's not going to take a whole hour. But, you know, we got to like hang out together. We're the wildflowers. We're what there's you know, those stubborn ones that don't
We've got
ever.
to ask the audience
Yeah.
where, you know, what's theirs. You know,
Oh, yeah. I wonder what they think. What do you think, ENTV Today viewers or the women of the Women's Wellness Network? What kind of wonderful adventure would you go on? Do you have special friends that you would take with you? Do you have somewhere in mind, either, you know, a physical place that you would go to, or do you spend a lot of time just daydreaming and making up what could be? Because that's fun too. And especially when you find a place that's actually in reality that seems to be similar to what you're imagining, because basically most things are probably like that. You can find somewhere out there that resembles what you dream up, I guess, in the end. And yeah, go there in your mind if you can't go there in person. Yes, you can say something.
I did. I didn't know that Barbados was a thing. But my the world that I created looked a lot like Barbados, and then we went there, you know, and it was crazy. And then I found out about Neville Goddard and his teachings, and he's from that Barbados. It's great. Like it was like, you know, serendipity on top of serendipity on top of serendipity, and they just keep on hitting you.
Yeah, that's amazing, right? When you think about that, like, yeah, you go in your mind and you dream up these adventures and you think about the things you would like to do. And then when you actually get to do them and some of the things start to like come to you, it's like,
But then
wow,
you think, did I dream the adventure or did the adventure dream you? Because there's so many synchronicities, you
right.
know?
Yeah, the adventure dreaming you. Now that's a concept. Oh, yes, because I guess from the future, from whatever it's pulling you towards there. It's like a magnet, right? You're magnetizing those
But
things.
you know that feeling you said earlier on, it's like part of a symphony when all those vibrations hit the same
Mm,
note.
yes,
That's what you remember, like nostalgic, let's say it, not nostalgically. That,
nostalgic, nostalgia.
yeah, yeah. And then like if we were all, you know, meant, you know, like to hold that feeling, like, you know, hold it, and even if you imagine to hold it or not, or just hold it in your hands, and then like turn it up a bit and then up a bit and then up a bit, and then, you know, this is those big belly laughs that we're after, and those big belly, you know, memories that we're after, and we want more of them. And okay, you know, maybe we don't have them now, right? But like if we imagine we have them now with our own characters and our own scenery, and, you know, like mine is usually the beach, or yours could be the jungle or space. It doesn't really matter, you know, and our characters and what they'd be doing to be, you know, because when we watch like comedies and like movies, like you said, and the way like Dory, you know, that like it's really funny, that movie. I can't think of like a, you know, but it's really that like there's this really naughty octopus. That octopus is not naughty, guys. There was this one naughty one, and and all hiding from, all saying shh, shh, shh. And obviously Dory's really loud, and Malin, oh, he's like really loud, and like it's just they're not getting it. They go shh, shh, and then this big giant octopus chases them. It's hilarious, you
Oh,
know.
it's
So
so
like
cute.
yeah, yeah, but we can make up our own characters, and we can make up our own scenes and our own scenery and our own scenarios. We don't have to use the characters we got. And then the universe or whatever you believe in, well, because we've already felt it, even though it might not be real, like our subconscious thinks it is real, you know, so it gives us a vibrational match, you know. So as long as we keep that vibration up, and however that looks for you in your imagination, you know, and just like once you felt it once, you can't deny that it's not a feeling. You felt it even if you made it up. You know.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Even if it's just something that you are imagining for your future, those feelings, how do you want to feel ultimately?
Like you said, to put in that soup, or earlier on, like we'd have a bit of dandelion and a bit of this, and like nobody actually really knows what that memory or that future memory or that scenario would look like you could put anything that you wanted in there, because there's no limit, you know. If you don't want a sky, you don't have to have a sky. Like when you did that meditation the other day, everything was turquoise for me. Like I've never imagined everything the same color before. You know, it's really crazy. And like it was like a turquoise moon and a turquoise sky, turquoise universe, turquoise palm trees that glistened like an ocean, and turquoise sand and turquoise ocean. You know, and it was different because it didn't have any white bits. It was all different turquoise like
Right.
waves.
Like different
Yeah.
textures.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like guys, you can imagine anything. And when you're doing that, when you're just imagining anything, like it just for the thing of feeling good, you know, just that you put at the top of the page feeling good, or put, you know, even if there's no page, just I just want to feel good. I'm just going to give myself 5, 10, 11 minutes just to feel good.
Right. Yeah. Set that time aside. Like we were talking about doing the morning, the morning thing, get your imagination working and getting your day started in that way. What do you want to see? What do you want to experience? Just in feelings. It doesn't have to be a picture. It can be just on the inside, right? Like what feels good and what do you want to keep going for that day? Hang on to that as long as you can. And yeah, eventually there it will be, which is so amazing,
A little deja vu show up throughout that day. It's
right?
easy to do it the night before, because if you do it the night before, you're most powerful when you wake up and when you go to sleep, you know. But like your subconscious remembers the mood you were in before you go to sleep
Right.
in the morning. So what you do is that you set it up for the day, you know. So like you fall in asleep, you want the most awesome breakfast. You want to wake up in the most like most beautiful mood. The dog gets up late. Do you know what I mean? Just imagine the dog getting up late, you know, and everything just flowing, and like put a laugh to it, really laugh, you know. And you know, you get to work on time or whatever you do, you get the kids to school on time, which would have been a miracle for me, you know. Like it was, you know, you make sure you set it up and you add laughter to it, and you add little pieces of whatever you want to it, you know, a bit of dog, bit of smiles, like smile at somebody. Green lights, we used to do green lights all the way to school, and sometimes we used to have like green lights all the way to school. There was that was really good. Or and the kids used to, like, if it was going red or something, they'd blow the lights and it'd go green, you know. We
That's
need to have
very cool.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. That's like putting everything out there, right? Your imagination, but also, let's see it happen. I believe it's going to happen. Let me see it happen. Show me. And that's yeah, right? And then you do. Usually you get to see. So, yeah, so fun. Oh my goodness. Yes, I have enjoyed our time together so much. You are such a light and a love, and oh, you're so fun too. You make everything you do I think, special in that way. So thank you for participating with us. Thank you for being a wildflower. And you all watching at ENTV today and the Women's Wellness Network, I just wanted to say a heartfelt thank you for joining us, for commenting, for liking, for playing along, for showing up, for even just acknowledging that we're here, because we appreciate you and we're here for you too. So thank you, everybody. And until next time, be well. Yaz, thank you. Thank you, my friend.